Hello, this is Retro Fan, video game collector / voice actor fan and aficionado. Welcome to what is the third and final part of this massive sort of collection video, pickup sort of games thing for February, March and April of 2021. If you came here for the video games, then lo and behold, well, I finally got a couple of games here. A lot of them are PlayStation 1 titles, but there's a couple of PlayStation 2 and one PS3. But first, before that, I'm going to get the consoles out of the way first, because there's 3 of them I'm going to show. So, let's get started with a pink DS. That was actually originally my sister's, but I think it was my sister's, because I think you can tell there's a bunch of stickers on there. Let's see what we got. I can see Lugia from Pokemon and bunch of other stuff on there. So yeah, this I think was originally my sister's, but she most likely didn't want it anymore, and so she gave it to me. And yes, I know it's pink, but I will basically take any console if I can. This is the I think this is the light version, right? Yeah, this is the light version. So it's got the GBA thing there, so you can play your GBA games. It's got the stylus intact, and him has got one of the old flashcards that we used to have. This is a R4 version 1.4 card, which is very shiny, very golden. Yeah, we used to have a couple of flashcards like that back in the day until we apparently thought we lost them, but then we actually unearthed them again, or at least a couple to be exact, so there's that. And the other one is something that my sister didn't want anymore, which, as you can see in this thing, is the 3DS, the I think original one. It comes in this official Matt Cat sort of carry case. So yes, as you can see, there's the DS itself. And as for an added bonus, I think I will show you what sort of thing is like. So there you go. Just use the Persona Q2 background because it's the one of the only ones that was free that I was interested in. Wasn't too interested in the other backgrounds, to be honest with you. But yeah, it's in nice condition. It plays pretty well. She did give me originally planned on giving me a couple of games, but I wasn't too interested in that. I was interested in Pokemon Omega Ruby, but unfortunately the cartridge didn't actually work anymore, so that was a real disappointment. I have been hearing news about the cartridges not working well, which is really unfortunate. So yeah, that is the Nintendo 3DS, and the other one I'm going to show you right now is up here. So as you can tell, in this bag is my original PlayStation 2, the silver one, and the reason I decided to put that in there is because the disc thingy that reads the discs isn't actually working. It did read CD-ROM discs and, compact disc and PS1 games, but it didn't read DVD-ROM discs. So because of that, I decided to go on the hunt to find a new PlayStation 2, and lo and behold, at my local video game store, I managed to find another slim PlayStation 2. This time it's the black version, which I don't mind too much. I think it actually looks really, really nice. There's my sort of controller there. I think I got this for 65 quid, because there was originally a sticker on there, but I think my mum's taken it off. So yeah, I think this cost originally 65 quid at the entertainment station. It's in nice condition. I think the only problem is that the thing there is missing, or whatever it's called. But it does read all the discs. DVD-ROM discs, compact discs, PS1 discs. It does read all of that. So otherwise, I am more than happy to have this in my collection. It also came with a bunch of other stuffs like a proper controller, of course the AV cables for that, but considering the AV cables for these work fine, I decided to just put the ones on the previous PlayStation on to this one. So yeah, really, really, really chuffed to get a PlayStation, another new PlayStation 2. And I'm still keeping the other one, mostly just for nostalgia purposes, is in the bag as I mentioned. So yeah, those are my consoles. Other than, I'll show you the other cartridges. I mean, they're nothing really too special. I think most of these all are 4 cards. I'm not sure which one of these doesn't work, but I do know is that one of these doesn't actually work. And just stays stuck on the loading screen and that's it. And there's another one of these that has a lot of Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh games. And another one has got some pretty naff titles on there, one of which has Elf Balling and Chicken Shoot, which are 2 of the fucking worst games to ever be released on a Nintendo console, period. And as you can see, one of them is missing, so it's just one of the cards there. So yeah, one of these actually has the really crappy Elf Balling and Chicken Shoot on there, which I really don't know why we were so obsessed with such crappy games at the time like that, but oh well, never mind. Anyway, these are the actual games. The actual games you're probably here to see in the first place. So, we'll start with the only PS3 title, which is Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. I got this for £4. Don't really have too much to say. It's a Need for Speed game from the creators of the award-winning Burnout series, so Criterion Games, of course, people who made that. Never really played much of the Need for Speed titles back in the day. Nice to have this one in the collection. SSX on Tour for £1, and this is also on the PSP as well. I just picked up the PS2 version. Oh, I think all of these games... Well, no, except for one title, all of these games are complete with the manual and stuff. We got Dreamworks Madagascar for £2, based off of the Dreamworks film of the exact same name. This is a game that I previously had back in the day as a kid as well. Also, I didn't know it was on a compact disc either. I always thought this was a DVD-ROM game, but apparently not. As you can tell, it's a blue CD, like that. And it's been attacked by a sticker with a pre-owned thing. Is this one? No, that one doesn't have any. And this I've actually had for quite a bit of time. I was originally planning on just taking this to CEX, but after trying out the game a little bit more, I've decided to keep it in the collection, and that is flat out. So technically, this isn't like a proper pickup. This is something from a long while back, before COVID completely fucked everything over. But yeah, I originally didn't really like this much at first, but after playing it more, I kind of enjoy it. I've also got the other flat out game on the PSP. And the rest of the games are all PS1 games, which I managed to find a couple of decent titles. So the first off is this Incredible Crisis, a sort of wacky kind of game. Managed to pick this up for really cheap on eBay, an absolute bargain, even though the case is a bit cracked, as you can see there. So that's the back of it. And the manual. Disc itself. And for whatever reason, I seem to be getting into the Tony Hawk series. Well, yes, I know that's not Tony Hawk, I mean that Tony Hawk. Yeah, for some reason, I've been really getting into the series recently, because in there, I have Pro Skater 4, which I bought a long while back. And for some reason, I've been getting really addicted to the gameplay, so I've got a couple of titles, so I'll put that to the side first, and we'll take a look at Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Or for whatever reason, it's called Tony Hawk Skateboarding in Europe, which I absolutely don't get, because as you can see, they would just go back to the Pro Skater name, so why on earth did they call this skateboarding? I'll never have a goddamn clue. But this cost £18. It's in pretty nice condition. Also comes with a Activision registration card. It in which you could win a year's subscription to one of the following magazines. Can you guess which ones don't exist anymore? And the disc, of course. And we've also got Pro Skater 3. Yeah, I bet you didn't know that this was on the PS1 now, did you? I actually was planning on getting the PS2 version, but because of the PS2 not reading any of the DVD-ROM discs, I basically thought, screw it, I'll just get the PS1 version for the time being. It's an interesting little oddity to have in the collection, to sort of have a game released on the PS2, downgraded on the PlayStation 1, and I think they did the same thing with the fourth game as well. And I think this was the very last game released on the N64. No, the very last game on the N64, because at that point they phased out for the GameCube. But yeah, this is the game that isn't complete. Well, okay, actually lied. I thought this wasn't complete, but it actually is, because it's got the manual, so silly me. Unfortunately, the case is a bit broken, because as you can see, some of the disc holders is missing, so the disc just kind of flips all over the place. So yeah, I'm going to have to try and find a new PlayStation case for that. Then we got Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX, which is a very bizarre game, and it even states that it has featuring the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater game engine, which is a very weird thing to be advertising for your game. But yeah, it's basically Tony Hawk, but if you replaced skateboards with BMX bikes. There you go. And last but not least is Dancing Stage / Dance Dance Revolution Disney Mix. It's Dancing Stage / Dance Dance Revolution, but with Disney stuff on it. So it's got remixes of various Disney songs, a couple of licensed tracks, and a couple of Konami originals, of course. This cost £5. I think that cost about £5 as well from eBay, because I actually spotted this on the same day that I picked that up and the Tony Hawk game and the other ones, and it cost £7 there. So I managed to save myself at least £2 on that title. But anyway, there's the disc right there. And there you go. That is a big sort of game pickups video done and dusted. I will see you in the next one, whenever it comes out, because my brother will actually be back this month, so I don't know if I'll get the chance to make another pickups video. So yeah, if I do, I will see you next time, but if I don't, then look forward to whatever videos are coming up, like the Pokemon Journeys voice actor videos, voice actor highlights and all that. But until anyway, I will see you next time.